Well, welcome. We are in the last moments of getting ready for in-person Sunday morning 10 o'clock worship again. As we gather for worship, there are some basic things that we need everyone to remember. If you're not feeling well, if you've got a cough, if you feel like your temperature is a little elevated, if you just think you're off, then why don't you stay home this Sunday? And we'll have everything on live stream and video so that you can watch it either in real time or later at your convenience. We really want everyone in the congregation and the greater community to be safe. Please bring a mask. We have extra masks, some handmade ones as well as some paper ones, but if you have a mask that you're already attached to, feel free and bring it and put it on. And so I'll put mine on, and as we come in, you'll probably be greeted by somebody who's going to ask you how you're feeling, and make sure that you've got your mask on. Maybe I'll leave this off for the moment. And you'll note that there are X marks on the floor here as you come into the vestibule, and you'll note that there's some masks over here in the basket, but there will not be any bulletins. There will be no handouts of any kind. You'll also note, if you look over here, that the children's area, the nursery, is blocked off for now. We have no children's nursery at this time, and we will let you know as soon as we are able to safely offer it again. And we want to do it as soon as we can. If you want to, we have just a list of guidelines and directions here, and we have them posted outside as well as inside, and you can read those at your convenience. We've put the name tags away for the moment, and we need everyone to practice social distancing and to wear their face masks while they're inside. Over here, we have hand sanitizer. You just put your hand underneath, and you get a little bit, and you rub it, and yes, and you get nice and clean and sanitized. And that's a new thing, and you're welcome to use it as you need. We also have another one of these in the hallway just after you walk out of the sanctuary on the right-hand side. As we gather, as you come in, and if you're alone, please take a chair that's by itself with 6-foot distancing. If you're a couple or a threesome and there's no chairs that are set that way, feel free to grab a chair and just pull it in to where you need it to be so that your group will be able to safely sit together. The point is that we want to social distance, but we want the groups, the people who live together, who eat together, who are together in their daily lives, to go ahead and be able to worship together as well. Chairs spread throughout the room. They are at slightly larger than 6-foot intervals. And we have a few that are in doubles, and we have one set that's in triples. And we can move the chairs as we need to and pull them together. One of the advantages of having chairs over pews. And I believe that we've determined at this point that 40 people or thereabouts is about our maximum. And we'll play with that and see and make sure that everyone is safe and go from there. There are going to be offering plates in 3 locations, and you'll see a small sign, and the plate will be right here. And there's another one at the other door, and another one by the pillar over by the organ. The band play guitar, and Marie has been singing from the pulpit, and Even though we will have the slides working and the words will be on screen, we're going to invite you either to sing quietly or to hum gently. But the last thing we need anyone to do, even with a mask on, is to sing and really make everybody else in the sanctuary feel very uncomfortable, just as Ken right now feels uncomfortable filming this. We have this wonderful HEPA filter. When we have a need for the air conditioning, we can turn that on to filter out anything that might be in the system to help keep the air as clean as possible. We're going to try and go with a natural airflow in the mornings and keep the room cool and also as much filled with fresh air as possible. The main thing that you will note, at least to begin with, is that we will not be having communion this week. And we'll start talking about how it is we do communion, and you're going to be invited to bring your own elements. And we'll have some prepackaged elements in case it's just not convenient for you or you just don't feel comfortable doing that. But we're going to have to work our way into that. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. I'm not sure yet. So here is the preaching garb of the holy hood, so to speak, or the Darth Vader look, whatever you think. And Marie made these up, and they are very wonderful in that they allow you to see our face, and at the same time, we remain masked and are safe for everyone. As we continue on, we realize that the kitchen is a main entrance for a lot of folks in the church, but we're going to ask that you try and stay out of the kitchen as much as possible. It is not a place to socialize. It is not a place to gather. Please come and leave and exit, enter and exit through the front doors. And if you're the first one here, or you're the last one out, that's the key you have, that's one thing, but otherwise we're going to leave the kitchen clear for now. Again, the sanitizer. You'll note that the drinking fountain has been turned off for everybody's safety. You'll note as you come down, you'll start seeing the X's again, and that is if there's a line for the restroom. We're trying to encourage every 6 feet, and we're asking that only one person at a time, and children should be accompanied by an adult, please. The signs that tell you to turn off the lights are gone. We're asking you to leave the lights on. We're going to leave the lights on, and we're going to turn them off at the end of the day. Cleaning supplies are here. If you feel like, for whatever reason, this is just not a clean area when you're done with it, you can just give it a quick spray, and that disinfectant within 5 minutes will kill anything and everything. Quite wonderful. Do what you need to do. Please wash your hands for 5 minutes. There's also hand sanitizer here, as well as further down the hall. You'll note as you come down in this section of the hallway that there's a few supplies, chairs out for when we did the outdoor services. In the next few days to a week, we should have everything put back away again. But the outdoor playground area is for the moment off limits. So until we've figured out a way for it to be safe for everyone, we're going to say that that's off limits. So as we come to the end of the service, one of the things that we ask you to do is to go, to leave and move on. And if you're going to spend any time chatting or gathering, do it socially distanced outside where it is safer. Coffee hour, of course, physically is going to continue to remain shut down. But the Zoom coffee hour will continue. I would expect that we will be moving the coffee hour to 12 noon following live streaming services. We are excited and thrilled to be restarting worship inside the church, but please remember, if you're not feeling well, please stay home for the day. Bring your mask and plan on wearing it inside. I know it's not the most convenient thing or comfortable, but wearing my mask helps protect Ken. Ken's mask helps protect me, and that's sharing the love of Christ with one another. And that's what we want to do. We want to be together, to worship, to share the experience of being the body of Christ, but to do it in a manner that is safe, so that we do not spread this disease any further. Go with God's blessings, and we look forward to seeing you this Sunday, at 10 o'clock.